you wanted the best, you've got the best podcast. The hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
I'm Moses Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com. Ladies and gentlemen, there, ladies and gentlemen, makes official. Welcome to the big show. As always, the Chris Voss Show is the family loves you and brings all the most amazing minds to the show so they can share their journeys, their lessons of life, their cathartic moments, all the good stuff that they can help you with in life. As always, go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, Chris Voss 1 on the TikTokity, YouTube.com/Chris Voss, all those places.
Opinions expressed by guests on the podcast are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the host or the Chris Voss Show. Some guests of the show may be advertising on the podcast, but it is not an endorsement or review of any kind.
Today's featured author comes to us from bookstolifemarketing.co.uk. With expert publishing to strategic marketing, they help authors reach their audience and maximize their book success. Today we have an amazing young lady on the show. We're going to be talking about her book out August 20th, 2024, called Jesus, the King of Kings, by Leela Eapen. Now we're going to get into it with her and find out her insights and what she's written about in her wonderful book. She was born in the southern part of India, where Apostle Thomas came and preached the gospel in AD 52. She was raised in a traditional Christian family, and when she was in high school, she dreamed of becoming a nurse. Surely, the Lord granted the desire of her heart. After graduating as a registered nurse from the JJ Group of Hospitals in Bombay, India, she worked for several years as a staff nurse in another local hospital, and she moved to New York City in 1972 and has worked in healthcare ever since. Welcome to the show. How are you, Leela?
I am so blessed. Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Chris.
Thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. Give us your .coms or any place you want people to find you on the interwebs.
You can find me on website called touchmyheartministries.org.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I just started a YouTube ministry, Leela's Ministry. Just started this October, 3rd of October.
Well, congratulations on those new launches. There's a lot of people on the YouTube there that you can share your message to. So give us a 30,000 overview. What's inside this book, Jesus, the King of Kings?
The King of Kings. This book is connecting from Old Testament to the New Testament. And some of the prophecies about Jesus' birth, prophecies about his suffering, his ministry, missionary work, suffering, crucifixion, and resurrection, and also about the prophecies about the second coming of Jesus Christ and how to prepare ourselves. And there are many testimony of my personal testimonies. Yes.
And so what prompted you on to write this book?
The Lord inspired me to write this book. He on Sunday, April 10th morning, in my sleep, I heard a voice telling me, write this down. And I saw a vivid vision of a hand holding a white piece of chalk and writing down Jesus, the King of Kings, and underlining on a cast iron bedboard. It was a day bed, so the bedboard was on my side, not in the back of head or the throat side. So I could see very well. Then I asked the Lord, as I woke up more and more, I asked the Lord, God, Father, what shall I do with this? Then he implanted Bible verse in my heart. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word became flesh. That is in John 1:1 and 14a.
Oh, wow.
And as soon as I heard this, I stood up and started writing them down. And I kept asking God prayerfully, what's next, my Lord? And he took me from book of Genesis through Revelation. Not all the book, not all the chapters, but here and there, some books, some chapters, some verses.
Oh, wow.
It took many hours for me to compile all the information the Lord was giving me. But then I had no clue as to how to organize or how to organize, what to do, exactly how to perform, what to do with this book, how to organize it, right? And few days later, I called the leader of our women's group. I told her that I want to start teach the Bible in my home, in the women's. And she asked me, what is the subject going to be? I said, Jesus, the King of Kings. Then he said to me, that's a very big subject. How can you do it in a day? I said, no problem. I'll divide into 3 parts. Prophecy about Jesus' birth, the Messiah, and the prophecy about his missionary work, suffering, crucifixion, and resurrection. And also prophecy about his second coming. The leader was very happy with the intentions I had, and we stopped. Once I stopped we disconnect the phone, I thought myself, my Lord, none of this came out of my mind, my heart. I can never think so big like that. So that's how God put it, His thought in my mind, and He spoke through my mouth to show how He wants this book to be written, about whom and how it should be written. That's how the book came about.
Oh, wow. Well, now let's talk about some other things about it. Can you share does that pretty much give us a roundabout of your personal journey and your experiences that shaped your writing?
Yeah, okay. I used to teach Sunday school for a few years, from mid-80s and late 90s. That I started with the little children Sunday school class to teach. As the years went by, began to teach the higher grades. And it did not take me too long to know that the students knew about the scriptures more than I did. Even though I read the whole Bible a couple of times, I never studied or memorized the Bible verses. At this, I was really embarrassed and uncomfortable. I said myself, I'm not worthy to call myself a Christian, a follower of Jesus Christ. The Bible seems to me like an ocean, too deep and wide. For example, when Jesus was tempted by the devil, he said to the devil, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Matthew 4:4. I used to think myself, it is written, Jesus said. Where is it written? Is it in the Bible or somewhere else? I couldn't connect. And also I was feel like I can connect me like the Ethiopian eunuch. When Philip asked him, do you understand what you're reading? He said, how can I unless someone explained to me? That's how I was. So I said I had to go to the Bible school. And I joined the New School of the Bible School in Midtown Manhattan in April, spring of 1999. And I completed the courses by 2007. It was just a certificate course, not a degree course. During those periods, God began to work miracle in my life. In 2002, I was diagnosed with depression. If everybody will go to the book and see, will know how the Lord miraculously healed me and made me strong. And also, that was due to my household problem. I had some issue. issue did not go away. It's mounted the issues. So in 2003, in a new job I got a new job. There was a chapel there. So I was compelled to go to the chapel every day and on my knees cry out to the Lord and prayed. And in May 12th of the same year, as I entered the chapel, I saw a young lady in the front pew near the altar. She was praying with kneel on her knees, praying, and we lifted up her hands towards the heaven. I felt so happy to see such a scene. I said to the Lord, Father, please bless her. Then I resumed my prayer in the back of the chapel. She was leaving the chapel. She approached me and asked me a couple of questions. And then she revealed to me something so mighty. I quote, God the Father knows your heart is troubled because of such and such, and he will take care of that. At that moment, my stress or weight, everything gone from me. I had such a peace, supernatural peace I had. Then after that, she advised me to spend more time in scriptures and talk to God. He loves that. I wholeheartedly I practice her advice. God started speaking to me, and in 2005, as I mentioned before, God gave in a vision. He gave me the title on the book and the end of the book.
Oh, well, that was nice of him to help you out, man. Get that going on. So what message do you hope readers will take away after reading your book?
I hope and pray that they will study the Bible, not just read it, and they will get to know who God is and increase their faith in the Lord and have a personal relationship with God the Father through the Son Jesus Christ. And they will have a capacity, spiritual capacity, to recognize when God is speaking to them, it is the Lord speaking, not their own instinct. And then also they will learn how to pray using the Bible verses that fit their situation. That's the most effective prayer. That's how I pray for my situation. God will answer those prayers because God said, my word that goes out of my mouth will not return empty, but will accomplish the purpose for which I have sent it. So Isaiah 55.
Well, it's an interesting... go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's an interesting journey you're on, and you're sharing it and stuff. Were there any challenges that you faced while writing or publishing the book, and how did you overcome them?
Oh, my God. That was a big challenge.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. From the beginning, I knew I was not worthy to write this book. The question number 4 I'm starting with. For I am poor in language and immature in scriptures. This assignment should have been given the theological scholars, biblical scholars, not to me. But yet, my deepest desire was to obey God's command and be a productive servant of the Lord with the talent He had given me. So I prayed, and for an year also, nearly a year, asking God the Father, unless you give me a writer who knows the Bible very well and have a complete faith in you, I cannot publish your book. So surely He heard my prayer and gave me a writer within an year. When I started writing the prophecy about Jesus Christ, I only knew 3 prophecies. So in my desperation, alone in my prayer room, I would pray and cry out, the Lord, show me where it is written about the prophecies about coming of your Son. and he would graciously guide my heart, my fingers, my eyes to the right Bible verse, the chapter, the message as I opened the Bible. Then also when I walk in the park alone, I would listen to the word of God on a tape recorder.
Mm-hmm.
One day I was listening to the book of Revelation, and I heard Jesus telling, I am the root and the offspring of David. That I needed because that's where I'm going. Starting with Jesus is from the royal family of David. So I needed that. It was wonderful, joyful time when I heard Jesus telling me that.
Mm-hmm. So, who do you hope benefits from reading your book? Who do you think will benefit most from it?
Okay. Those who call themselves Christians and then have any chance to study the Bible or don't have a personal relationship with Jesus, like me in my past life. And also those who unbelievers, those who never received Jesus as their Lord and Savior all over the world. And those who left the faith, from Christian faith.
Mm-hmm.
And my prayer is also this book may be blessing to from generation to generation.
Mm. So, if the book reflects your personal values, faith, and life philosophy, is that correct?
Yeah.
And then, do you have a favorite passage or chapter that you enjoy your book, and why does it stand out to you as one of your favorites?
That is the vision, chapter 1. Had not God given me the title and the content of the book, I would never ever have attempted to write this book. I know Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and evermore. It's Hebrews 13:8. As he used those unschooled fishermen, for example, especially John and Peter, to write his message 2,000 years ago, that he may be glorified. He did to them, he is guiding me also to write this book to glorify his name. So he will okay.
So, what advice would you give to aspiring authors to share their own stories like yours?
Oh, I would tell them, please do not keep it in the closet. Bring it out. You will never know how many lives will be impacted by their stories.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. That's very good wisdom. Anything next for you as an author? Books or projects you're working on?
I am 83 years old. And at the age of 82, the first book was published.
All right.
Now, I don't have, God already put a project in my heart that is to teach the Bible, speak about Bible and God on YouTube, which I just started in October 3rd, in obedience to Him. So I have posted 2 messages on the YouTube now. Right. Leela's ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then tell us about the ministry website, Touch My Heart Ministries. What do you do there, and how do you do it, and how can people interact with it and find out more?
Ministry, that is Touch My Heart Ministries, that was created because God put in my heart these two, YouTube ministry and that website ministry. Both God spoke to me to do it. Mm-hmm. And it was for the purpose of those, because I was healed by God from depression. I said, let me help others to come out of it by the scriptures and prayers. That's all I had to come out of the depression. And also those who come out of prison, I can coach them. They need lots of help. These are these are the things I do for them.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a good worthy effort. So people can go to the website to reach out and find out more. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for coming on the show. We certainly appreciate it, Leela, and so insightful on what a journey your life has been on. Thank you for coming on.
I thank you so much for having me. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. And you too. And thanks, Manas, for tuning in. Order the book wherever fine books are sold. It's called Jesus, the King of Kings, out August 20th, 2024. Thanks for tuning in. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, all those crazy places on the internet. Be good to each other. Stay safe. We'll see you guys next time. And that should have us out.